Sit back and enjoy this presentation of NBA basketball on 2K Sports. Alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan. And we'll be checking in with Allie LaForest from the sideline moments from now. Thrilled to be back in Oklahoma City. The Thunder ready for that home court advantage.
The start of a homestand here, a short one, but nonetheless a very important one. So you want to get off to a good start.
This is one fans have been looking forward to, Greg, for a while now. Two major star-studded teams ready to battle.
On paper, it's a very exciting matchup. And knowing these guys are ready to exceed all expectations, we could be in for a real show here tonight.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Following the bucket by the Bucks. Holmgren in the corner. And stolen by Kuzma. Outside Portis. Antetokounmpo inside. Off the mark, his first miss of the game, 1 for 2. Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForest on the sideline.
I had a chance to catch up with Mark Dagnall. We talked about their defensive game plan for Giannis, and he told me the best way to guard Giannis is to keep him out of the paint and force him to be a jump shooter. The only problem is no one's figured out how to do that consistently. Giannis always seems to find a way to impose his will. Guys, back to you.
Allie, thank you so much. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Hartenstein's got 6 points.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
Hey, guys standing around spectating. I mean, you got to get in there and get tough.
Here's Portis. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
Antetokounmpo is a player who does a little bit of everything and all of it really well. Check out that pass.
Here's Hartenstein. And the dunk by Hartenstein.
That is what we talk about. Make the next pass. Fantastic feed.
And Greg, the Thunder, NBA champions at last. And still incredibly young.
And this is no fluke. They defended, they shared it, trusted in the system and one another. The league's been put on notice. This team is just getting started.
Here's Hartenstein. And he drops in the layup off the glass. He's got 10.
Boy, somebody lit a fire under this guy. I mean, he's crushing it right now.
It's Antetokounmpo on the wing. Checking some stats on him right now. He's averaging just around 22.5 points a game.
Giannis is a monster around the rim. Too easy there.
Now here's Williams. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
There's Portis. And Portis throws it down.
Hey, I feel bad for those rims because Portis has no mercy on them. Throwing it down with force.
SGA, that's a two-pointer. Hartenstein can't get it to go. The Bucks trail. Pass to Portis. 1:19 left here in the opening quarter. 6 on the shot clock. The Bucks need to get a shot off here. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Nothing on the board. Outside Williams. Over Prince. And again, no good by Oklahoma City.
He will not be happy with himself. Got a good look from mid-range there.
It's stolen by Hartenstein. Here's Williams. And Williams throws it down.
And I like how Williams immediately started getting back the other way, ready for the break.
Yeah, just solid work on the back end of that play.
Yep, you're right. Finished hard with 2 hands on that stuff.
Yeah, highly efficient. Nothing extra special there. Just effective.
And so Mark Dagnall calls a timeout. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. deciding to change it up. Free throw good, Kuzma.
Oh, the great thing about Kuzma is he's so well-rounded. He can do a little bit of everything on the floor.
There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Whoa. No good from outside. Now Porter. Hornacek outside. And the Bucks miss again. Here's Caruso. And so it's Isaiah Hartenstein making things happen for Oklahoma City. He got into double. 13. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Thunder.
Well, I've liked their assertiveness inside. They've been getting that way and playing that way the whole time, setting the tone right away that the inside area is their territory.
And something else that's working for them is ball movement. A lot of their points so far have come as a result of smart plays. Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Somebody you can count on. He is an extremely reliable finisher.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Excellent example of toughness and physicality on defense. Got his nose right in the middle of things and made a play.
And when you think about the greatest players, Clark, in Bucks history, it comes down to Kareem Abdul-Jabbar and Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Yeah, I think that's where the list probably starts and ends. I mean, both of those guys led the Bucks to championship seasons and multiple MVP awards as well. But it's hard for me to say this, but maybe Giannis has a slight edge over Kareem. He's the all-time leader in points, rebounds, assists, and blocks for the Bucks.
Hornacek, no luck.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Yeah, still close, but with their tough play on the board, we're certainly seeing the effort.
Porter with it. And it's Wallace picking him up. And there's the foul. It'll go on Alex Caruso. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Porter. Williams with the block.
And they really haven't been able to get into any kind of an offensive flow this quarter.
On the wing, Williams. On the wing, Wallace. Pass to Caruso. From outside, off the mark.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Here's Wallace. And the bucket is good. Three-point play chance here for him.
Nice dish by Williams. An aspect of his game that's sometimes overlooked, but Jalen is really good at making the right read.
And GA, a lot of the best defensive teams in the league have some stout zone looks they can go to. Where do those in a game come in handy?
I mean, often it's a way of challenging opponents to make perimeter shots, but also you want to show different looks just to kind of disrupt the rhythm of a team's offensive flow.
Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Thanks a lot, guys. Coach Mark Daigneault talked about the Thunder's system of player development, and he said we try to do things that serve both the team and the individual, and then it's easier for guys to commit to it, and if that happens, then you have an environment that can be pretty powerful. Kevin, back to you.
Turning potential into production. Thanks a lot, Allie.
And Jalen Williams' game is unique. His combination of power and finesse, you don't see that many with that skill set.
And timeout called by Doc Rivers. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. Both teams will make substitutions. Giannis outside. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
And guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows, or they'll call it.
And the dunk by Hartenstein.
Nice find by Gilgeous-Alexander. He reads the floor so well.
Pass to Caruso. Here's Hartenstein. Here's Wallace. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Bucks trailed by 7. Portis the screen. And the foul called on Cason Wallace. That's his first foul.
13 foul.
And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Giannis outside. Back to Portis. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. Portis has got 8.
And they may be leaning a little too heavily on the three-pointer when there are better looks to be had inside.
Yeah, and it's one thing when your shots are falling from the perimeter, but when you go cold and things aren't going as well, you got to get that thing inside. Mix it up a little bit.
Here's Hartenstein. It's off, but still a great shooting night. 6 of 8 from the field in the game. Giannis with it. Outside Portis. It's rebounded by Hartenstein.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look, but when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
Jeff Hornacek on the wing. And here's Jang. Still yet to score. To the paint. SGA with the steal. Over in the corner, Dort. Sinks the three-pointer. Dort got the lead up to 8 now for the Thunder. A floater. And so it's the Oklahoma City Thunder with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They're shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance from the field. Back right after this. And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. And it's Antetokounmpo with the ball. He'll bring it up for Milwaukee. They trail by 6. And following this one, they'll take on the Hornets in New Orleans. That's game 4 of 4 out on the road for. And Greg, you might not be surprised to hear this, but Shai Gilgeous-Alexander comes from a family of athletes.
Yeah, I mean, his mother was a sprinter in the 400 meters representing Antigua and Bermuda in the 92 Summer Games in Barcelona. Impressive.
Boy, he is fundamentally sound. Tough cover.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Antetokounmpo, strong finish.
Boy, he is so dangerous from this area, guys. Even when Giannis is defended tightly, he powers through it.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Drains it from beyond the arc.
Those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been tripled.
To the middle, trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Count it. And now a 12-point Thunder lead.
Everything working for him out of the half as they've hit 4 of their first 5 shots.
There's the setup and the slam by Giannis.
And Antetokounmpo is so long. I mean, he stretches forever, covers a ton of ground.
They set the pick inside, and he jams it with authority.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the 2-hand flush.
They're going for the throat.
Now's the time to do it. Keep attacking that rim.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Yeah, you know, when you're looking to close the gap, you need guys who will take it upon themselves to step up, take the initiative, and make something happen.
To the inside. Here's Sorber. And the dunk by Holmgren.
And given that Holmgren is 7 feet tall, he's a threat to throw it down at any time.
And just as players, Greg, have used technology to train, it sounds like officials are now doing the same thing.
Yeah, whether it's the training app on their phones or VR headsets, cameras tracking their positioning on the floor, and even where they're looking, we'll see how much of a difference all this tech makes.
It's good.
And playing up-tempo, pro-level ball can be hard for some guys, but Holmgren has easily made the transition.
Over to the wing. Dort, wide open. Hits the three-point bomb. Dort's got 6 points.
Another turnover there leading to a basket.
And they've really made the most of all those chances they've had from these turnovers. It's really driving their offense right now. Actually, it's their best offense.
And moving with such speed, the quickness of SGA's drives, something to admire. And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And what I like about it, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it. Gritty and rough, but that's how you win games.
Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Thank you, Kevin. Chet Holmgren checked some boxes. He said if you can play defense and shoot the ball, you can pretty much play on any court, anywhere. Those are two things that are always needed on the basketball court, and that's where the foundation of my game started. Back to you.
A unique talent. Thanks so much, Allie, for the report.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash-mouth, physical basketball, guys.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here.
And going back to his numbers from just a season ago, he was knocking it down at a 77% clip.
Gilgeous-Alexander. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Drawing fouls is a skill, and it's one that Shea has mastered.
And the Thunder making a switch here. Here's Kuzma. And a miss there on the triple. The Thunder leading by 20. Out to the right wing. Back to SGA. SGA double team. Here's Holmgren. He has 6. Joe Good.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
Traps in the tray.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Boy, it's been a three-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
Pass to Holmgren. Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He's got 12. Here's Joe. The 3. The putback. And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. Oklahoma City.
Milwaukee, 35.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Here's Topic. Into the lane. Can't get it to fall. Portis inside the three-point line. Good, and a nice assist from Porter. And that's now 10 points for Bobby Portis. Pass to Williams. Down low. And it's Williams finishing it off.
And he might be small for a center, but boy, can he jump out of the building.
Right side Turner. To the inside. Williams with the steal. Pass to Topic. Over in the corner, Williams. Milwaukee with the rebound.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Taken away by Williams. Here we go, one-on-one. Williams' shot is off. And it's Milwaukee's ball. Oh, Turner in position. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
Hey, if you throw it up there, Miles Turner is going to find it and finish it.
Outside Williams. And you look at the G League's impact on player development, Greg, it's become very significant.
And I think the two-way contract was a great addition as well, allowing players to contribute with the big league team while also developing in the G League. What a great combination.
No, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
At the line for two.
Let's take a moment here to get your guys' take on scoring so far for Oklahoma City.
They've been playing some really physical offense, just attacking the paint as much as possible. And I tell you what, they have been very successful with that strategy.
You know, something else, guys? You know, they came out of that tunnel sprinting in a full stride sprint. That translated to the floor and lots of success in the fast break game.
Pressuring the ball and making a play that created the opportunity.
You know, you push it after a steal, there's almost no chance the defense can get back and recover. Nice play. The pass goes up, and Portis just swallows it.
And so Giannis will bring it up for the Bucks. And stolen by Williams. For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. The three drills the three-pointer.
The man has no heart, and that's poor defense for a team that has a long way to catch up.
They look pretty demoralized to me, and that always shows through at the defensive end first.
And the definition of teamwork right there on that alley-oop.
And Greg, what about the finish? Bringing it down with some thunder. Yeah.
I tell you what, I think the pass was even better. I mean, that was room service delivery at its finest.
Here's Mitchell. Outside Williams. And Williams with the stuff.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
And you know, guys, always a tough catch on the lob. Placement and timing have to be close to perfect.
Back to Williams. And Williams throws it down.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest. Just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for Oklahoma City.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that. And man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And now, for the year, this is going to take them to 7 wins.
And guys, being in opposite conferences, these teams only meet twice a year. And when it's been a while since you've seen a team like this, it always feels good to take that first game of the season series. That's what they've done here tonight against Milwaukee.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Absolutely tremendous offensively. Relentless, accurate, on point. What a night.
There's the lob into the Kumbo. Just 4 to shoot. He lobs up the alley-oop pass, and he lays it straight in.
Look, it's always great to get into a rhythm, but do it when it matters.
Now they're playing with urgency. They could have done it much earlier, before the game was out of reach.
Now Mitchell. So no problem for Oklahoma City as they get the win. They poured it out.